Join. Yeah, I'll invite you. Hold on. I have a mic. I'm inviting you now. It says your gamer tag's invalid or you're not connected to Madden. It says you're not connected. It says you're not online. Go to Madden. Go to the Madden franchise. Go into the Madden franchise. Or go open Madden. Is Madden open? Are you signed in? How come it's not? Hold on, I'll try again.
I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20! Set hut! Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Wait, hut! Here we go. 180! Set hut! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Set hut! Here we go, here we go. 180! Set hut! Here we go. 180! hot! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Set hot! Here we go, here we go. 180! Set! Here we go. 180! Wait on! Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! Wait on! Here we go, here we go. 180! Set hot!
Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary? It gets me even more excited? We're only scratching the surface of our potential. This team has so much talent. So just keep pushing, and we're gonna get to that next level.
Here we go. 180! Wait on! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Set hot! Here we go, here we go. 180! Set hot! Here we go. 120! Set hot! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Set hot! Here we go, here we go. 180! Set hot! Here we go. 180! Set! Hey, come on, come on, come on! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Wait on! Here we go, here we go. 180! Wait on! Here we go. 180! Set hot! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Wait on! Here we go, here we go. 180! Set hot! Here we go. Black 80! Get hot! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Set hot! Here we go, here we go. 180! Set hot!
Gentlemen, achieving our goals starts right here on the practice field. I can't stress that enough. You all know we have lofty goals
Here we
for
go.
this season.
180!
If we want to achieve those goals, we gotta raise our game. Today just wasn't good enough. So next practice, we have to be much better.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Set! Here we go, here we go. 120! Wait on! Here we go. 180! Wait on! Here we go. 180! Set hot! Here we go, here we go. 180! Wait on! Here we go. 180! Set hot! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Set hot! Here we go, here we go. 180! Set hot! Go ahead. Here we go. 180! Set hot! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Set hot!
Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
right, Coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the former MVP, Cam Newton, and the Carolina Panthers as they match up with Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The San Francisco offense heading out, and a welcome sight for 49er fans. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way. Jimmy, of course, lost for the season in Week 3 last year in Kansas City, and then the Niners really struggled the rest of the way without him. The silver lining to the early season injury, it gave Jimmy Garoppolo plenty of time to heal and get back to 100%.
Here we go. Black 80!
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On first down, Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Man, they're not ready for this. They still 21.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. We run through the starters now defensively for Carolina. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw, Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Here we go. Check. Watch me before. I smell fear in offense.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up from the 26. They'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
A carry here for Holyfield. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a... play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. Garoppolo on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Good open field tackling there, a 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And this one complete to Smith. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To the air again, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Newton now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Again, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
I know it's a phrase that sounds really cool, strip sack, but all we're talking about is getting to the guy, getting to the passer, making the tackle, making the play, but do a little bit extra, right? Stripping the ball out, working the arm free. That's become a big emphasis for all defenders.
Yeah, as a defender with the emphasis, this is something that's practiced.
Practiced all the time. Taking the ball away, creating turnovers, that's really job one for any defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. Russell Wilson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head over to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Drew Brees leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Todd Gurley over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the 49ers defense gets ready here as they trot back out there. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
And I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From midfield now on second down. Newton, he'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, here's Breida. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Newton, and he's going to keep it here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Newton to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Newton now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to look deep, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 18 yards, first down Niners. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Artis Payne, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again on the ground with Artis Payne. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, go!
Newton on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays.
Down by 7, and the game's about to finish.
everybody. It's the...
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners heading out behind their 6-year quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy, of course, sat behind Tom Brady for much of his tenure in New England. Won his first 5 starts as a Niner in 2017, then the injury last year. So still some question marks surrounding number 10 out there under center. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is Coleman, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times, watch him make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Here we go, here we go, here we
And
go.
on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's get off the field.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
The previous play is under review.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. A gain on the play. First down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself. but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Gano's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all three timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Bourne. And the ball is knocked out. And the Panthers have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense, but you know what else is happening too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Here we go.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Niners in possession of the football as we get back into the action in quarter number 2.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that'll make it third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. There's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20!
Touchdown, defense.
Garoppolo again. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And he tugged this one badly. Badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank. But this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction. But he seemed to put a little too much on it. And from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So a couple of field goals. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 41, Newton, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. McCaffrey on the counter. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49ers.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets it down to the 32.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
50%. Back to the 3.
56. And let's get them home. Shit.
Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. A little 360. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's live.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big time.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, now he bowls him over. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will make our score 9-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one. Helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
I'm coming after you.
McCaffrey. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Room here to run. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
I got you. Check three, check three, check three.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Here we go.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way. Inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down by 15. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. And their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Brings up second and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Mike up, 180!
Let's go, Pete. Don't be
On second down, McCaffrey only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go.
Check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Get that 180.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Check 26.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
It's a loss of a yard.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for Carolina, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.